Kia ora whānau, welcome back, beautiful souls. Okay, let's get into our karakia. Creator of our souls, thank you for bringing us together and for protecting and guiding us as we travel our journey throughout this lifetime. We ask for your support as we serve you for the greater good. Please bring to light that which needs healing, the darkness that needs forgiveness within ourselves and therefore others. Bless us with your presence through these messages and help the collective to understand your divinity within. Amen. Okay, let's get into it then. I'm going to shuffle just to show you, since we've had like 3 readings in a row, that it is happening. I am shuffling. Oh, funny. Okay, let's just get one here. Alrighty. Okay, so let's go this 1, 2, and 1 and 2. Okay, the present time, 3 of voices. Okay, interesting. I really love that this has come up. The wheel here, nice. Awakening. The Knight of Voices. Okay. Yeah, yep, I'm hearing you. Okay. Love that. Justice. Nice. Nice. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's get stuck in here. Oh, I like this. Nice, strong messages here. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, the situation, this could be your state of mind at the moment, right? But the situation is the 3 of voices here. And if you look at this person here, sitting behind this closed door, feeling very, very vulnerable, even though there's no walls around, they're sitting here crying. You see the tears here, this pain, right? For this person. Very heavy card. Very relatable card. Understandable. So someone here is in potentially a lot of pain at the moment, and this came up in yesterday's reading as well, of this ending, right? This death that has happened, and this is I feel like yesterday's reading potentially was showing that there had been this ending, and now this is the pain associated with that ending. And so that is yeah, a really difficult situation to be in. What I want to say here is that be assured that this has already happened. Okay, this is not about to happen. It has happened. This is not a prediction. This is saying that this has already happened for somebody. So if this hasn't happened for you, then it's not your reading. But for those it is happened for, my heart goes out to you, because this is very, very painful energy. We have the 10, the wheel here. Okay, and I want to say that this is in your control to turn around, even though it's very difficult and painful and hard. It's time to, you can actually turn it around, right? Here's the one thing I want to say is that in my experience, what I have found for myself, because I am an air sign, so I tend to overthink things and really go tear things to shreds, honestly. And in the end, what can happen is that I'm still in pain, and it's actually because of the thoughts that are running around in my mind because of the situation. And these are the things that we have the power to turn around. So this can kind of getting the thing with the wheel, and this is what I find in the traditional tarot, Rider-Waite Debt Row, is that because sometimes I get things that aren't you know I haven't heard anyone else say before, but I need to share it, right, because it's coming up, is that it can go either way. The wheel can turn either way. It's like driving a car. You can go this way or you can go that way. It's up to you. You're in control of the wheel and how that turns. I think a lot of times people think that it's fate. We just need to leave it up to the universe. We are in control of that, right? And yes, we have a destined path, but how we get there and how we travel, that is entirely up to us, and absolutely bring the pain up, bring it up, and so that it can be released. Just don't sit behind the door that's already closed for too long. Okay, because sometimes we can end up hurting ourselves more and longer than what we actually need to hurt. So please be aware of that. I say that with all the love in my heart. I do not say that to minimize what it is that you're experiencing, because this pain is real and it's heavy and it's hard. And so please, please, please know that there is love with you, okay? The past events that have led to this is this devil energy here. And this is getting caught up in something that wasn't in your best interests. Now, whether you decided to put an end to that or someone else did, this was devil energy that you were dealing with. And when I say devil energy, I'm talking about low vibrational negative energy, okay? Energy that wasn't serving you, that wouldn't have been good for you. So for some of you, just waiting for the it sounds like my rap, right? For some of you, this may be something that someone else put an ending to, right? And it may be really difficult for you to see right now, but it was an energy that was best for you to come out of. And the fact of the matter is, you may be aware of that. It may be something that you ended, and when I'm putting a stop to this, this is not happening. A couple of readings before this that came out about the fire being destructive, right? And this is what the devil energy is. And we can either stay in the fire and experience the destruction of that, or we can step out of it and say, no, I'm not going to allow this, I'm not going to allow anything or anybody to destroy me. I'm stepping out of it and I am going to move forward, right? And yeah, it's and that's not always easy. And even if it was the best thing, and it was the best thing, it can still be painful. It can still be hard, because we had hopes and dreams and goals in our mind that we are heading towards in that situation. And when those are shattered, that's really difficult to come to terms with. But the wheel, it keeps turning, right? So this can be either you can use this wheel. It's kind of like this can be your block, because it can cause us to go backwards, but you can use it and turn the direction of the wheel if you choose to. In the near future, we have awakening, and this is kind of like coming out of this energy and opening the door to see a brand new day, right? To see a new light. And this is in the next few weeks, maybe, a few months, right? And each day it gets better and better, and then you have a day where it just feels like, oh, you're not getting any better, and it's set back. But it does keep progressing, and things do start to help, right? It might pay for you to start a journal and start expressing your emotions, so that day don't get bigger and get on top of you, right? Because the one thing that we don't want is for this devil energy to fester and actually come with us on this journey, right? We don't want that to happen. Your goal is to move away from this quickly. You're like, I'm out of here. I just want to get out of here. Like, I don't want to deal with this rubbish. Who wants this pain? Nobody does. Absolutely they don't. But I can tell you now, at the end of this, you end up more compassionate, you end up more empathetic, you end up with a set of tools and strength that you otherwise would not have gained had you have not experienced this. Okay, so understand that. I know it's, you know, it's desirable to take flight and just clear off out of it, but you end up bringing it with you, right? You end up bringing with you. And if you watched yesterday's reading, this was, you know, I think it was the Six of Emotions, where there was this big hole that this person was carrying around, right? And it was here, it filled up this whole space. And that's what it reminds me of. It's like that blimmin' bike, I tell you, I haven't heard that go around like this. Well, I probably has, but I've never been doing a reading at the time. Anyhow, before I was rudely interrupted, yes, this hole here, you know, it's easy to kind of go in the clouds and pretend it doesn't exist, but when you come back down to the earth, there it is, this gaping hole looking at you going, hello, here I am, deal with me. Right? But because because we can heal and we do heal, what happens is we end up getting to this, and this is this gaping hole being filled up with the world at your feet, or on your head. Not at your feet in this deck, it's on your head. But it's not the weight of the world. Okay, this is the world and how you want to create it. This is what you get to fly to, right? This is this field in here. Yeah, and that hole that I was talking about in the six of emotions, if you haven't seen that reading, I'll link it at the end of this video to go and have a look at. But you know, this is what we are going to fill it up with, and this is what the consideration is while you are sitting here working through these emotions. Start considering that. What do I want to fill this gaping hole inside up with? You know, what do I want that to look like? Because at the end of the day, that's what the turning of the wheel can be about, is which way do we want to turn it and what direction do we want to go in with it, right? So yeah, I want to talk about the vibration of this, right? There's this vibrational frequency. In fact, with all these cards as well, what I love about them is there's the vibrations surrounding it, you know. And you've also got the wings here as the arms. The arm, oh yeah, she does have arms there. But there's also the wings as well, and they're spread and they're ready to take flight. Okay, so this is something that you're not aware of that you are heading to. Well, this is the thing, right? I'm always like, when readers are like, what you don't see coming. Well, you're just telling me, so now I'm going to see it coming, you know. There's this big surprise, and it's like, well, it's not a surprise anymore, you know. So this is, look, sometimes it can just give you hope, right? It can give you hope to know that this is on the horizon, you know, and this is what you can aim towards, and it gives you a goal. Yeah, so while you're sitting in this darkness behind this door, realize that there is this vast land here for you to explore and start planting in. You know, the door is shut, but there is movement to be had. So yeah. Okay, so we've got the Five of Emotions here in your advice or your invitation, and this here is about choosing to, it's kind of, it sounds really brash, but it's like choosing to cut your losses and move forward and look at what you do have. Gratitude is a huge part of healing. And so you know, you could get a journal and write down 5 things you're grateful for every day. And even if it's just that, you know, you're grateful that the sun was shining even behind the clouds. If it's raining where you are, the sun is always shining during the day, even if you can't see it, right? You know, oh, thank goodness the day is over and I get to go to sleep and escape these emotions, right? Like anything you can think of to be grateful for, be grateful for it, and make sure you put that out there so that you can eventually bring more of that to you. I also feel like there's, you know, there's this cleansing of the heart area as well, just with the water being splashed up here. So it's kind of like this could actually, it may for some of you be you know, something that you go and get an energy clearing of some sort, just to clear your energy field. Reiki, anything along those lines. These look like icicles to me, and they're all melting. So what I think there's a tear on her face. So what melts the ice? This is like in the Osho Zen Tarot, right? What melts the ice? Look at this on the bottom of the deck here is this blank canvas here for you to start over. Anyway, we're doing this. Just let me gather myself and bring myself back to where I was here. Right. So, yes, in this deck, you know, the guy's or the person is in a block of ice, and the only way to get rid of the ice surrounding them is to cry, because the warmth of the tears melt the ice. And I feel like this is the same message here. In order for you to be able to heal and move forward, the releasing of the emotions is what is required. Yeah, so your environment here is justice. This is this balance. This is you coming out to a new you. This is this external influence, actually. I wonder if there's potentially a Libra around you who is helping you, or someone with feminine energy who is very balanced, who is supporting you right now. There could be someone that you'll be able to seek out who can help you through this. It could be a matter of you, it could be a matter of seeking justice. And maybe that's a process that you're going through right now. You know, this could be with the courts or something, and you're having to go through this painful process of having to do that. For some of you, you may be actually, this could be to do with custody for children, potentially. But yeah, your hopes and fears here, we have the two of materials, and this is, I just can't help but feel like you're afraid of dropping the ball and then it ruining everything, right? And it's kind of like you're having to be aware of everything around you all at once, and it's really difficult to manage as well as deal with the emotions of what is going on. And it's tough. It's not easy. You know, what I want to say is don't buy into the fear, because there's, you know, the thing about false expectations appearing real. It's not always the case, right? And sorry to point at you, that's a bit rude. But there was something that I was doing yesterday, and it was about fear. What was it about? Fear. Trying to recall the brain cell, and my brain has stopped braining. I need to go and get the book because it's really important. Hang on a minute. Okay, so this is out of this book by Mamio Nami, and this is called Leave This Book in Your Bathroom and Reach Enlightenment in a Year. Okay, so it's so good, honestly. This is not a promotional thing, but yeah, I recommend this. Is incredible. I journal to this every day. But this is so cool. Okay, because it says, I am always bigger than my fear, right? No matter how elaborate of a disguise it's wearing, it's only ever fear. No matter how big the fear is, you always have the tools to make it your bitch. Yes, you do. Fear never gets smaller as we learn to grow, but our ability to make it our bitch gets bigger. We can expect to always interact with fear every time we're about to do something great, or every time things are great. We're never going to run out of fear. We're never going to run fear out of town permanently, and that's okay. Every time we send it packing temporarily, we get so strong, right? So on the other page here, and is it here? No, it's down here. It says, fear is not a sign from the universe warning you of impending doom. Fear is not true. No matter how scary it is not true. That's why it feels so bad when you're afraid. When you eat rotten food, your body feels bad because it's rejecting what doesn't belong to you. When you're feeding yourself rotten thoughts, it feels bad in your body. You may even feel like you've eaten rotten food. It feels bad because it doesn't belong, right? So fear is just, it's not real, right? So remember that it feels real, but it's actually not. It's just what we're telling ourselves. It's what we're making it mean. We're giving that power to fear, but our body is rejecting fear. That's why it feels bad, because our body's rejecting it, just like it does rotten food. Okay, so I don't know who that was for, but somebody needed to hear that. Okay, so what have we got next? Here we go in the outcome, the Night of Inspiration, and this is celebration. I actually feel like this could be to do with the Night of Voices. This could be some of you actually going after custody for a young child, or a teenager child, and I feel like this is success here. Whatever the outcome is, it is success. Okay, the thing here though is that with the outcome is, if you can get on top of fear, because notice here how the fireworks are going off and this horse is freaking the heck out, right? And even its mane has got fire on it. And I feel like this is important for you to understand the difference between smoke and fire. When you hear a bang and you think, oh my God, it's a shotgun, it's actually just fireworks celebrating. It's the opposite, right? And so in that regard, make sure that you're telling yourself the correct story, and we're not buying into stories that are not true. Okay. Wow, I can't believe how quick this has actually gone, this message. Okay. I feel like I've been talking forever. Anyway, let's get a card from the Osho Zen and see what Osho Zen. Whoa, did you just see that go flying? That went flying. Okay, so past lives here. Oh, wow, I just turned straight to that. This is like, can you just see this magic going on right now? Seriously. Okay, so we need something to hold this up so you can see it. Let's put this here. There we go. Past lives. Let's get the crystal in there. And hopefully that stays. Alrighty, googly eyes. Past lives. The hands of existence form the shape of the female genitals. We had this the other day, didn't we? We totally did. This was the beginning of a reading. I don't know which one it was, but anyway, I'm sure we did. Maybe not. Anyway, the opening of the cosmic mother, revealed within us many images. Revealed within are many images, faces from other times. While it might be entertaining to fantasize about famous past lives, it is just a distraction. The real point is to see and understand the karmic patterns of our lives and their roots in an endless repetitive cycle that keeps us trapped in oh my gosh, sorry guys. Okay, endless repetitive cycle that traps us in unconscious behavior. The two rainbow lizards on either side represent knowing and not knowing. They are the guardians of the unconscious, making sure that we are prepared for a vision that might otherwise be shattering. A glimpse into the eternity of our existence is a gift, and understanding the function of karma in our lives is not something that can be grasped at will. This is a wake-up call, the events in your life trying to show you a pattern as ancient as the journey of your own soul. Wow, okay, so maybe that's what this Three of Voices is about, right? Okay, the other part of this is the child can become conscious only if in his past life he has meditated enough, has created enough meditative energy to fight with the darkness that death brings. That's so interesting, because the last reading from yesterday, death, was the situation, and it talked about meditation at the end, so you definitely may want to go looking at that. Okay, so that one simply is lost in an oblivion and then suddenly finds a new womb and forgets completely about the old body. There is a discontinuity. This darkness is unconscious, creates this darkness, this unconsciousness creates the discontinuity. The East has been working hard to penetrate these barriers, and 10,000 years' work has not been in vain. Everybody can penetrate to the past life or many past lives, but for that you have to go deeper into your meditation for two reasons. Unless you go deeper, you cannot find the door to another life. Secondly, you have to be deeper in meditation, because if you find the door of another life, a flood of events will come into the mind. It is hardly enough even to carry one life. Wow. There you go. So this is this exploration, right? An exploration as to why this could be a repeating pattern for you, that you're always getting hurt. You know, it's something that never lasts, or there's always these breakups, or you're always getting your heart broken, or you're always breaking someone's heart, right? Whatever the situation may be, this is a sign for you to start looking into past, not just past lives, but what is the repeating pattern in this life, so that that may very well lead you into past lives. Okay, this could also be a repeating pattern within the family as well, so that could be something that you might want to look into. Oh man, these cards are so big. Let's just do one shovel on there. Okay, so these are these Ascension cards from Diana Cooper. These are so cool. Some of my favorite cards. Is that all? Just that one. Is that all? Yeah, that's it. Okay, so cool. First card out is number 22, which is the unicorns. When you think about unicorns, your frequency rises and you attune to them. These pure white seventh dimensional ascended horses are touching you as you read this card. Or as you hear this message, I should say. They have come to you because you have a soul desire to serve humanity on the planet. Bathe yourself in their energy and they will give you the dignity, confidence and strength to do what is right. Other people will sense this and respond to it. Unicorns grant wishes to the pure in heart. So ask them to bring something significant to you now. Your affirmation is, I connect with the unicorns. That's so cool, because this guy here, although he's not a unicorn, he's a Pegasus. So that's pretty close, right? Anyway, I don't really know if it's close or not, but you know. Okay, Kuan Yin, number 43. Kuan Yin is the master of the 12th ray of unconditional love. She radiates a vibrant cerise pink light of divine feminine energy, love and compassion. Kuan Yin is re-empowering women everywhere and bringing forward feminine wisdom in men. She is inviting you to develop your divine feminine qualities, including your healing abilities, finding ways to nurture and empower others and yourself. Full stop. Give yourself permission to go with the flow and share with everyone for the highest good. This will subtly affect your stellar gateway chakra and build the Antakarana bridge to source. Affirmation, I act from my divine feminine wisdom. Yeah, man, like step into your power. Remember who the F you are, right? This is not truly who you are. You know, this is not truly who you are. Who you are is, oh, it's in the other deck. Oh no, it was the other reading we had, but is it somewhere? Let's have a look. You are the freaking queen is who you are. You know, you don't deserve to be down in there crying your eyes out. You deserve to be standing in your power like a queen would, right? I know I'm not going to find it now. Where is this? Here it is. This was in the last reading. Stand in that energy. Stand in that energy. Deal with your stuff. She deals with her shiz and she rises to the top, man. And while she's healing, she grows flowers out the top of her head for everybody to see, because she's in the depths dealing with what she needs to deal with, right? So be that queen of emotions and own your stuff and remember who the F you are. Mm, 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 mm. Anyway, okay, that's it. If this video resonated with you, please hit the like button and leave us a comment. And also, please share this video with anybody because you just never know who this might help. Even if it didn't resonate with you, the next person may just, you don't know what people are going through, right? You just don't know. You just don't know. So, obviously, in order to serve, we can all do our little bit and share away. Okay, I'm going to leave that with you. Take care of your beautiful self. See you. Bye bye.